Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Average very high because it's just so hard to be locked in for that many days, you know what I mean? It's so hard. But I'm gonna run you through today's replays. But that's the dark side. I'll just show you all of my I'll show you, look at this. Like these, I think this was past 2 days, but yeah, see I time failed a bunch of times yesterday. One terrible attack. I forget what happened on this one. Oh, yeah, I missed my fireball. That's right. I missed the fireball on that. But yeah, so legends, usually when I actually post, I only post the good attacks because you guys don't want to see when I go 240 or 244, and I don't want to post that. But I'll tell you about it. I'll share and I'll tell you about it. I'll let you guys know, like I just did, because Legends is not all sunshine and rainbows. It's hard, or at least when you use LALO, it's hard. You have bad days, and for me personally, I get very mad when I do bad because it's like I'm really trying so hard to get this finished with LALO, just for myself. Just for myself. I just want that for myself so bad, and I know I can do it. I was 500 spots off last season, and I know I can do it. I know I can do it. I just have to just lock in, attack good like I did today, get lucky as well, and I can do it. And that's why it's so irritating when I do bad, or that's why I get so frustrated or mad or quit posting, because there's nothing good or no good attacks to post, and I don't want to post just me in a bad mood and raging and everything. But I do still want to bring you guys kind of the journey, or at least as much of it as I can, and show you that I have bad days. I have really bad days. Like, I have probably worse days than you guys watching. So I want to bring that, and yeah, I think that's important to share and be transparent about. But yeah, so I kind of wanted to clear that up. And that's why I just haven't been, posting consistently. Usually I post, every day or, every 2 days, just because, usually I tag good, but it's just, I've been pushing for so long, I'm kind of burnt out and haven't been locked in. But, yeah, but we did today. We locked in today, 'cause it's the end of season. Last 5 days is what matters. But you see, hit a nasty fireball in the space, set up a wicked flame flinger. It was so good. I don't even know how. See, this is what I mean by I'm locked in. I don't know how I came up with this plan. This is a masterpiece. This attack is an absolute masterpiece. Setting up that flame flinger using the invis rocket balloon trick and an ice golem to take in headhunters to take out that archer queen to set up this flinger. It was disgusting. I don't know. This is what I mean by when I say this is locked in, Mikey. Not that I went plus 320. I wouldn't say I got lucky, but I just had a really good day today. But this is locked in, Mikey. I think of things like this in 30 seconds. I think of plans like this in 30 seconds. That's why. That's me. You know what I mean? This is locked in. This is why I know I can get top 1,000. I just have to lock in, get a little bit of luck, and I should get it one season. Not this one, but I'll get it one season. Maybe not the next one, but one day I'll get it. And I kind of use my entire LALO for just that one super whiz because I didn't want to time fail. If you are a long time watcher of me, using Fireball LALO, what was that one? I think that was this one, so this would be the next one. If you're a long time viewer of my content, you'll notice that this is my first video with the new pet. I usually don't showcase new stuff because, bigger YouTubers go ahead and showcase it, but this new pet is really good because I watched Synthé a long time ago. Synthé was Synthé was using the new pet with Fireball rocket balloons, and it was so good because it has so much DPS. It deals so much damage. And it actually is really good. A lot of these attacks today, I would have time failed if I didn't have the Greedy Raven on my Warden. And the reason I was so hesitant on making the switch was just because there are some scenarios where the Sneezy just like clutches the attack for me, but that doesn't happen enough to outweigh all the time fails that I have. So that's why I was like, well, I'll bring the Greedy Raven into Legends today. I was like, my season's ruined. It doesn't matter if it does bad. So I used it in friendly challenges, obviously. But it's very nice. I like it very much. It does a lot of damage. It helps me time fail a lot less. I time failed like 4 times yesterday. And that's what made me that's what made me like think like, okay, I need to switch something up. And there was this person in my Discord, like, because, I rage on voice chat in the Discord. I leave my Discord because I get angry, and I'm like, I'm gonna quit, and all that good stuff. But either way, one person was telling me, they were like, well, Mikey, why don't you just switch up your army comp, or just, like, make your army comp different? Now, this person doesn't know anything about my attack, or whatever. So, like, it's not that simple to just... I have used this attack since January of last year, so over a year now, and I've kind of perfected it. But this person saying that, I was like, well, maybe there is something I can change. I was like, I'll try it. Maybe there's something I can change. And then I was like, oh yeah. Then it clicked. I was like, the Greedy Raven. I was like, that would make me time fail a lot less. And it really does. It really does. The Greedy Raven, like, saves on time so much. Like, this attack alone, this one in particular, I would have time failed if I didn't have the Raven on my Warden, just because it got me through the storages and stuff up top in the Monolith. Because one of the main killers of time is when those are builder hut on the storage, or a builder hut on a high health building like the Monolith. Because the builder hut is like constantly repairing it while my Warden is attacking it. So it makes my Warden it makes him not do as much damage, because the builder hut is repairing some amount of damage that he is dealing. So it makes it so hard to get through something like a Monolith, because it has a lot of HP, but the Raven kind of makes up for that, so it gets me through it quicker. And that's like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So we're gonna set a flinger up top here. This is a base from earlier in the season, Dema 4. But we start the flinger up top. I like this method. This method, I've attacked this base like 4 times in Legends. Time failed twice, 3-starred the other 2 times. This one and another one. The only fails I've ever had on this base with this approach was just time. It was just time again. But now we have the Raven. Now we should be fine on time, and we are. We have like, I think this one you could probably see, but I think we have like 10 or 20 seconds to spare, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for an attack like Fireball, LALO, or Rocket Balloons, that's a lot of time. I'll get on like random like snack kicks, and lately my preferred candy has been gummy bears. Like, dude, I love gummy bears so much. They're kind of slept on, or maybe not. I just have forgotten about them. But that's what I've kind of been like snacking on. I don't know if you know who Uncle Rob is, but gummy bears are part of the trucker diet. He's like, gummy bears, kitties, some Emmys. But yeah. So, one thing I kind of want to... I've been helping a guy with Fireball rocket balloons. I don't use Fireball rocket balloons, but I know enough about it, and my attack's similar enough I can actually help him. But people always like to recall their Warden, like, immediately, people who aren't experienced. But, like, on rage bases like this, once you Fireball the one outside rage, it's just best to let your Warden just coast to the other rage section. And then, like, you'll see my Queen and Giant get caught up, kind of in this wall right here. Like, in this compartment right here, they get caught up. So I don't even use the recall on the Warden, I just use the recall on them to recall them over here to not time fail. I probably wouldn't have time failed if I didn't, but it still helped for sure. Sorry, I gotta chew this. I apologize for the quick hiatus of silence. I don't remember. Was that this base? Yeah, sorry. Sorry, when you triple as much as me, it's hard to tell what person you just attacked because everything just says 3-star. No, I'm just kidding. This base, this is another base I've seen, and I've 1-starred this base earlier in the season, and then I copied it. I got it through some sources, and I practiced on it for hours, and I figured out the best way to approach this base is to invis this right here. Invis those two buildings. Actually, blue would be a poor choice of color because the base is blue. Then send your rocket balloons in for this expo, and then you can flinger like this entire section, and then you can fireball on this multi inferno and clear this whole section, and then send your Sui up through here, and then send your RC in for the top. Or in for the core, sorry. I was thinking of where I sent my warden. Usually I don't like to really recall my warden on this attack. Usually I recall him like over to like 9 o'clock, but the way this one played out, I just kind of had to adapt on the fly. And the way that like my flinger kind of took out everything, I wasn't expecting her to, wasn't expecting the flinger. I don't know why I called it a her. But I don't know why I was expecting the flinger. I wasn't expecting it to take out as much as it did, so I ended up recalling the warden to 12. Say just quick fireball, take out that. We freeze the Duke. The Duke actually, it doesn't do that much damage. It really doesn't. I probably didn't even need a freeze there, to be honest with you, but you know, it's better safe than sorry. Yeah, so we kind of just funnel out the side to send our Sui, and then like one of the main reasons I recall my warden is just so I can get my RC, because you notice the warden, you kind of see his auras like right over here, like his pink aura. Actually, that was kind of a poor choice of color again, because pink and purple are pretty similar. But I don't want to start my RC like in front of the bomb hive shots, because it's going to pull my warden. I was like, well, fuck, I need to get my RC into that core and not pull my warden. So I was like, well, I'll just fucking recall him to the top, and he can just push our heroes into the town hall. And then I can send my warden in for the core and just call it a day. And I don't get the whole core out with the with the RC, but I get most of it. So I get the revenge tower and the bomb hive, and that's like what really matters. But yeah, and then we can just kind of spam our LALO in for this back end. It's super hard to draw an arrow with your fingers, by the way. It's very difficult. Many people don't realize that, but it is. And we're just gonna pop our flinger so I can get the headhunter down and some minions on this enemy minion prince. And actually, that's a lie. I didn't put a headhunter because I thought I had one, but I didn't. Yeah, but either way, it just everything just kind of collapses, and it was actually very close in sketch because my healers stopped healing the warden, decided to heal the giant, but because of the greedy raven, we didn't time fail, and the giant could beat on some walls and then attack the multi-inferno. So all because of the greedy raven. So W greedy raven. It's my new favorite pet. It's so cool. It's so cool. And greedy raven. That's a very fitting name because that little bastard takes so much dark elixir to upgrade. It's actually insane. For the last level, it's like 330,000 dark elixir or some stupid shit like that. Absolutely insane. You know how hard it is to farm 330 dark elixir? It takes me like 30 minutes. And it's like insane. So like, yeah, a greedy raven, it's a very fitting name for the pet. Because it does more damage to storages, and it takes an ass ton of elixir, dark elixir to upgrade. So very fitting, very fitting. But this base, I love this. Wait, oh my god, I paused the recording instead of the fucking attack. Oh my days. I loved it. I learned this trick from Word when the modifiers were hard, and I was trying to like get better at the game. I was watching Word, and he approached a base not really similar in style, but it was like a diamond base like this, and it was it was so genius. I had never thought, because it was like very, it feels like you would one star, but what you can do is you can actually, how I like to approach this base. Sorry, I'm explaining, but this might as well be a long video. I haven't posted for a while, so you kind of see how this base is like a diamond shape. You know what I mean? Oh my god, kind of like a diamond shape. You know what I mean? So what I like to do is I kind of like to gut it in half. So you can see I've kind of cleared out this section right here. I'll funnel this out. And then my warden is going to snipe this. So if we kind of look, what we can do from that point is, see, we can send our launcher from the far side with the Sui over to the town hall. And it's actually, I learned that trick from Word. This isn't the base that I learned it on, but he taught me this trick, and I don't know if he meant to do it on purpose, but this kind of, what I noticed when he attacks bases similar to this is he kind of guts them and splits them in half, and then he sends Sui up one side, Warden up the other side, and it works so good. And to solidify the splitting in half of the base, I send my RC in here so she can snipe this stuff right here to kind of solidify that split in the base. So that is something I learned from Word, or notice how he approaches some bases, and it's kind of like a new trick in my tool bag I've had for months now that I've never actually fully explained it, but that is something that if you look at previous videos I have done. So yeah, it's a very nice trick. See how I kind of solidified the base being split in half? Sui are on this side, they went up. King ability to the middle, freeze. The Warden is just coasting on the other side, and we just let them, everything just collapse, and we can just hold back in with the LALO. So, yeah, that is how I like to approach that style of base. And yeah, so very similar to the last base, actually. So, yeah. Very good way to approach it. Have never failed this way. Dude, you can let your Warden die, like, right there, and it's still 3 stars. Believe it or not. So, what was that one? This? Okay, this base. I see Fireball Rocket Balloon players use all 15 of their rocket balloons to snipe this, and this, to get, like, Flame Flinger this whole thing. But, and that's fine and dandy, but with Fireball LALO, you can't snipe all that. So I have to approach it a little differently, and you'll see, once again, it's not a diamond base, but you'll see I fireball this monolith, so I can, like, gut all this whole core out right here, send the Warden up one side, heroes up the other side with the log launcher, and the base is crushed. Now, I think I swag my LALO on this base, actually. Hold up, I'm gonna get another gummy bear. Yeah, I just kind of just let it play. If something comes to mind, I'll think of it and I'll tell you, but it's kind of hard to figure out something to say for, like, showing you all these attacks, to be honest. I missed the bomb hive with that fireball. I just realized that. Because I think I was trying to, like, I don't know why, I was trying to, like, spread my quakes enough to, like, get the bomb hive and the revenge tower. And I, like, couldn't make up my mind on what I wanted. And so then I just ended up not even getting either one. So that kind of stinks. It doesn't matter, though. Because the bomb hive's in a position for this approach, it doesn't even matter. And we're just gonna start our RCing from the back. Pause. And just kind of, like, finish getting out the rest of the base. Yeah, we could have probably, like, switched. We probably could have tried to swag the RC instead of the LALO, but I don't know. I think swagging the LALO is cooler. It kind of gives LALO haters, or people that don't like this attack, Believe it or not, there are people out there to be like, oh, well, this attack isn't LALO, you just swag the LALO anyway, and it's like, that's low-key a flex, but not only is it a flex, it's like, people didn't say that when Stars swagged his freaking Zap LALO army back at Town Hall 16. They didn't complain then and say it wasn't LALO. Oh, we swag a recall as well. Dude, that base is crushed. Perfect way to approach it. Perfect. Okay, this is a Town Hall 17 style of base, and it's actually really simple. Once again, you just freaking, just kind of, well, you don't, well, I guess you do kind of gut the base in half again. It's kind of a reoccurring theme. You kind of go in with your Warden, fireball this whole section out, let the Warden coast down this section right here, Suey with the log launcher in from here on this section, and base is crushed. I think I swagged my LALO on this base as well. I tried so hard to swag on this base, and I did, and it was like really cool. This guy has like a top 1,000 finish, so in January, so it's kind of aura. Times all the Legends Day starts in like 9 minutes. That's pretty sick. I think my favorite are the white or the yellow gummy bears. Those gotta be the best. They put like so many red gummy bears in the bag, and I don't really mess with the red. They always put the least favorite like flavor gummy bear, but they put the most quantity of them in. And same thing with like Jolly Ranchers. Everybody's favorite Jolly Rancher is blue or watermelon, but they put like a bunch of purple in there, and it's like, dude, nobody wants purple. They want either watermelon or blue. The blue raspberry. You'll see in this attack, the queen actually goes to the outside over here, but actually ends up kind of being tech. These guys' walls are open, so I can wall break into this spitter compartment. It's really nice. I just recall the Warden just so he's out of the range of the long shot, so long shot will target the Suey. Because the Warden's more important than the Suey, in my opinion. Plus, the Suey can tank more than the Warden can. RC, I don't think it really matters where you put her on this base. Just put her down somewhere, get something out, call it a day. Yeah, and we're gonna swag our LALO on this base. Very nice, very tech. I needed this very badly for my mental, because lately, like, those days where I was going like 240, 244 to 250, I had convinced myself, I was like, Mikey, you don't know how to attack anymore. And I didn't. It's like I had literally lost my ability to attack up until like yesterday. Even though yesterday was bad, even though yesterday wasn't good, it was good in my opinion because all these 90s were just time fails. I should have been plus 304 yesterday if I had the Greedy Raven didn't time fail. Do I have the base selected that I want? Where's the CC on this base? Yeah, that's fine. I'll just run that. I don't really care. Time for the last one for you fine folks. Very, very common base. I saw this base twice yesterday. I think 2 of the 3 stars were this base alone. But I'll kind of just break it down for you real quick. You see, if you snipe this, what do you call it, mortar, you can kind of just like flame flinger this whole section over here. So I like to just flame flinger that. So you flame flinger this whole section right here, and then you kind of warden charge down here. You warden charge, oh, I didn't know I could drag. Kind of warden charge down here, take out this little compartment as well, and then you fireball this rage tower, and you take out this whole compartment. There's like, wait, it moved the fucking, you know what, you get the idea. Screw it, you get the idea. You know what I mean? So, then you just like, once the flame flanger has cleared this, and your warden has cleared this, you just recall him over here, and then you just send your Suey into the revenge tower, and then you send, for the scatter and bomb hive, you just send your RC in from the top. And that's basically the crack for this base. It'll never fail. This is like my 3rd time attacking it in Legends in the past, like, 24 hours, so yeah, I don't think you can fail with this approach unless you're just like absolutely terrible at the game. But I'm sure none of you are terrible at the game. I don't think any of you are terrible at the game. You can't be as bad as me, man. Can't be as bad as me. One invis fireball. It looks like it'd be a hard fireball to get to that rage tower. Literally only need one invis. It's not hard at all. Like, if you wanted to invis the multi-gear over there to the right, you can if you don't feel safe, but you don't need it. The only reason I didn't is because my flame flinger can finish taking it out, and I don't have rocket balloons to finish it off. I guess the RC could, but yeah, then you just see that the headhunters are on the warden, get kind of scared, so I recall him to 9 o'clock. By the way, this guy's scenery is beautiful. I love the Dragon Palace scenery because I have almost all of the dragon skins. I have the Dragon Warden, Queen, and RC, but I don't have it for the King, which is kind of bad. I really like my King skin, though. It's like the Ice King or whatever. I kind of need to get the Dragon King, but I've kind of held off on it, buying it just because I really like my King skin, to be honest. So I don't really care, but I will say, I love this scenery. It's so detailed, it's so beautiful, and it's like got that underwater theme to it. I think it's so fire. Probably, if I wish, here's my only complaint. I really like the Fire Horse scenery, which is the one I have right now. But the only thing I love about the Fire Horse scenery that the Dragon Palace doesn't is that the Dragon Palace, it's not XL, so you can't zoom out on it. So that's the only reason I, like, kind of don't even want to get the scenery, just because you can't, you know what I mean? Like, on the Fire Horse scenery, I can, like, zoom all the way out and see all of this, but it's, like, too small for the Dragon Palace. But either way, that's enough of me yapping. That's all I have for you fine folks today. Hopefully we still get top 1,000. I'm not expecting to, but it'd be really cool if we did. I'd be happy, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't really care. I need to upgrade something on my base. I need to put that extra builder down. But either way, I'll see you guys in the next one.